A lot of investors are at risk of greenwashing if they don't understand what they're investing in. One of the biggest pain point is really on integrity and traceability. What we help is we develop this digital monitoring and reporting tool where investors or financier can always look at their project in real-time manner. So we're building transparency and integrity through our products and services. From the supply side, I think there are two big problems. First is the technical know-how. If we speak with the asset managers or asset owners in Southeast Asia, they don't really know what's the value of their assets if it's turned into a carbon project. And they don't know where to start to identify or to find out. And how we help is basically we built this tool called Atmos Check, where basically it's like an EKYC for your forestry asset, where you can find out instantly what's the value or what's the monetary value of your forestry asset if it's turned into a carbon project. And the second pain point is really access to finance. A lot of these asset managers, they don't really know who are the right investors with the right risk appetite. And that's where Atmos Offset comes in. What Fairatmos does is we help to build this portfolio of projects full of these asset owners, and we help them to connect with the network of investors in our pipeline. Southeast Asia is one of the carbon sink in the world, but the potential is really unrealized. So if we look at the voluntary carbon market right now, more than 1,000 nature-based solution projects in the world, and only 3% of it comes from Southeast Asia, despite Southeast Asia is the third largest potential of a carbon sink in the world. Tapping into this potential would accelerate the development of carbon in the Southeast Asia region. So there has been a lot of researches done by NGO, by think tanks in Southeast Asia that helps to understand the intrinsic value of the forest, the biodiversity, and the community, but it was never built as a business. And where companies such as Fairatmos can come in is really to help to consolidate this knowledge and convergence into a monetary model where asset managers can monetize their forest through a sustainable manner. I think building a transparent and robust net zero strategy is really important. You need to really understand your scope 1 to 3 emissions, which emissions that can actually be reduced or avoided, and which one that is non-abatable and needs to be offsetted. And when you implement that strategy, the decarbonization element and the offset elements need to go hand in hand. I think one of the most interesting part is really on the project development side, because if you look at the carbon project development, it's really a multi-dimensional activities. Part of it has already been automated. For example, if we talk about carbon stock analysis, we have our remote sensing tool, we have our drone-based analysis, but then there are elements beyond that, such as the biodiversity analysis, the community analysis, that is still pretty manual. We are working with reputable project developers to deploy technologies such as Internet of Things to help to automate a lot of these assessments and implementation activities to really streamline the workflow of this carbon project development. And at the end of the day, it would also build credibility with certification bodies and help to basically simplify the carbon project development market.